I almost kicked the tripod over. Alright, here's the danger with talking. We're talking a lot. Maybe talking on YouTube, maybe being a public speaker, or maybe just talking in general, or maybe just talking trash behind somebody's back. It doesn't matter. Here's the danger, because there's always someone out there that's gonna interpret what you said differently, and sometimes in a completely opposite way of actually what you meant. You know, it's just gonna be so opposite, so polar to what you meant. And sometimes you're just trolling, and sometimes you're on this side of the spectrum because you are trolling, right? And then they're gonna interpret it as true, right? This hasn't happened to me yet, but I know it's gonna happen eventually because I make a lot of sarcastic videos, a lot of satirical videos, a lot of videos that I may seem serious, right? Smart people are actually gonna be able to deduce that I'm just shooting the shit. I'm just totally shooting the shit. I just don't give a fuck. And maybe in some videos I don't even mention that I'm joking, right? Maybe I'm gonna mention it in the description, or maybe I'm not gonna mention it at all, and I'm gonna let people decipher, and the smart people are gonna decipher, and then somebody out there for sure is gonna interpret it differently in a very subjective way. I almost kicked the tripod over. But you get it. You get my point. I gotta stay a little bit here. I gotta be careful of the tripod. The tripod is my best friend because it supports my other best friend, the camera, because it listens to everything that I say, it records everything that I say, and never, ever interprets stuff differently. Because let's explore this idea for a little bit, because it's quite fascinating. Now, a lot of people, pretty much all people, come on, I'm just saying people, you know, we all have a different relationship with words. We all have different relationships with certain words. And then some people are gonna use those words and they're gonna trigger you emotionally. So right now, everything that you're getting as information is kind of getting skewed because you just got triggered emotionally. And you are in a different emotional state. So right now, even your memory of what is being said is kind of like, because you're emotionally triggered, your memory is not writing things properly. Imagine like this camera not recording all the frames and just, you know, just taking snippets and snippets and snippets and not everything. And our memory, man, how can I stress this enough? Because our memory is like not reliable, man. Not reliable at all. You have no idea. A memory is kind of like a side effect of evolution. A side effect of existing. I truly believe that. Memory? You're not supposed to memorize shit. You're only supposed to memorize the dots on the tiger, and that's about that. You don't have to memorize the tiger's birthday. Like, who the fuck needs that, right? In the past, at least. Right now, you're supposed to memorize your anniversary, your birthday. Like, what the fuck, you know? So, it's kind of like a side effect of evolution. Thinking and memory are not reliable. Thinking just happens, memory just happens. You're supposed to survive and reproduce. So, as I said, we all have a different relationships with certain words and with most words. So it's pretty fascinating to see that everybody's gonna interpret what you said in a different way. And sometimes in a completely opposite way of how you meant it. And I think that's just beautiful, especially when you're making videos that are pure trolling or just pure sarcasm. And I just found out that there are people out there that do not understand sarcasm, and I grew up with sarcasm. My brain is working on sarcasm. That's kind of like my driver of my existence. And then I found out some devastating news that there are people out there in this world that do not sacrifice their intellectuality for the sarcastic art of sarcasm. I don't know what I said there. I was supposed to sound smart, but god damn it, I messed it up again. No, I didn't. Listen, I think it's an incredible. I think that I'm sweating right now. I'm thinking about sarcasm and I'm not being sarcastic for a minute, and it's just so incredibly difficult on my health and on my psychological state of being. So I gotta go back to my sarcasm and my state of being sarcastic. Sarcastically sarcastic.